Gannon Buhr is going to be better than he has been at some point. Now, who knows if he's ever going to have a season like he had in 2024 ever again. He just needs to put some rounds together now and not think about the past, just think about the current moment. Before long, he's going to get back into rhythm and he's going to be a very dangerous person to play against.
If Niklas is going to win the tournament, he's going to need a lot of help, and he's going to need to play perfect. And when I say perfect, like, that's kind of how he plays when he's playing good, is he just kind of picks apart a course, makes a couple highlight putts, makes all the putts in the circle, and then you look at it and you're like, wow, he just got like 8 in a row.
He's somebody who's proven himself to win majors, Pro Tour events in the past. He's a very consistent player, and he throws the disc incredibly well. If that putt goes in, he's the guy to beat. If it's not going in, I don't think that he can withstand the charge of what's going to be coming his way tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a total toss-up. It is too early to call.
All these guys have a chance. I'm just excited to watch them play, watch them battle, and not expect an outcome.
Hello and welcome to the final round front nine coverage of the MPO lead card here in Austin, Texas at the 2025 MVPs Open at Austin. And we're BigBarri bringing you the commentary. Doop, that's for you. And we're going into this round, like we said in our intro, really completely unaware of what could go down today. Obviously, Klein yesterday didn't bring his best stuff. He kept it clean, no bogeys, but he missed so many putts and he showed some nerves. That being said, the field did not charge. They did not pounce at the opportunity. Can he right his wrongs, make his putts, and walk away with this? He's got a 3-shot lead, or is the field going to do something about that?
100% right. The scary thing for Kyle is when you show a little weakness like he did, the field feels that. And they're going to be coming in strong today. They're going to be watching him putt and see if they see any weaknesses. Let's start off, though, with hole 1, which is a really tough starting hole, par 3.
Sponsored by Dismania, Kyle Klein.
Being thrown by Kyle Klein. 350 feet, island green.
And you got to clear like 330 to get in bounds?
Yeah, exactly.
Which isn't too far for these guys, but if you're 329, you might not get in bounds.
Kyle was just in bounds last round. This one looks a lot better as far as flight.
Oh,
but
getting
it's
kinda
dropping
hammered.
again. No, great shot, yeah.
Yeah.
Corrected the mistake from yesterday.
Next up on the tee box, sponsored by Discraft. You know him as AB. Anthony Barela.
You know, Anthony's going to come out today hungry. He's been in the mix at every event on the final round lead card. Played terrific disc golf yesterday. This is early left. This might find the OB on the left side of the green.
Doesn't look like it
doesn't
has
even
a
get there.
Chance, yeah. Short-armed it.
Next up on the tee
Surprising
box,
miss.
your Rookie of the Year in 2021. He's a previous Open winner. Sponsored by Dismania and Squatch, Gannon Buhr.
Just a matter of time before this guy puts all the pieces together. Scary guy to have on the lead card. Maybe he's even scarier on the chase card.
I like the height. How stable is it? Oh, it's a perfect shot.
It's just going to sit right down.
Yeah. Actually a little shorter than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little deep of the
And
basket,
rounding
but
out
that
your
stall
lead
brought it
card, he
backward.
is your current Open champion, sponsored by Dismania, Niklas Anttila.
And Niklas Anttila returning to the place where he became the first ever Finnish player to win a Disc Golf Pro Tour event. You know, those memories mean a lot to him. He's got some work to do to chase our leader.
5 back, he's going to have to just play almost perfect, I feel like, with these stellar players.
That's a good drive on the first hole.
Tear it up today, boys.
About
Next
28
up to
feet away.
Austin. See you next year.
And And first up, AB from the drop zone. Does that stay in? Oh, no. Not only was that low the whole time, it was also off to the right side. Horrible mistakes for Anthony.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Niklas sends that in
Center
center.
as they make them, yeah.
Uh-huh. But a double bogey coming for Anthony Barela right out of the gates. And the same mistake as yesterday. And the same reaction to nearly every miss from yesterday. Kyle, hopefully he can listen to the pep talks today and make the adjustments. I think Gannon's as surprised as you and I.
Yeah, I mean, he just hasn't had that crisp stroke that we've seen in the past, or all of last year for that matter.
A busy man during the offseason, obviously after a career year. I mean, it might not end up being his best year, but it's one of the best seasons we've ever seen. Also living in Iowa, I wonder how much he's able to really keep himself in the swing of things during the offseason. I know that he was traveling quite a bit. So with that, the lead actually grows for Kyle, even with his par. 4 shots of Gannon and Niklas.
Let's move into hole 2. Par 4, 740 feet. Under the bridge, over the gully, out of bounds right and left, and then a couple little bunkers there you have to worry about. If you get into a position, it's about a 360-foot shot, really, to go over this green and then into a well-guarded other green, real green. Other one's a fake green.
Disc golf green.
That's not even a real green back there. It's just grass.
I really like this hole design quite a bit. Gannon gets it out there flat, moving with the hyzer. That's going to be challenging that right side. Wow, that is way around the corner. That is a rip.
Niklas trying the hyzer flip. Doesn't flip. This is going to go way left. Is that his play?
I think after seeing him do the same thing yesterday, I think it wasn't a misfire yesterday. Okay. That's just his play. It just really increases the length on the second shot, but it's not out of his range. We saw it yesterday. He threw an amazing shot to get all the way up there.
Funny game we're playing. How long can Kyle miss putts and maintain a lead?
Well, it's 4 shots now.
It's been a lot. I know.
Yeah,
it's 4 shots. He just missed another one and gained a stroke.
He missed a stroke or missed the putt and gained a stroke.
Kind of wild.
That's not a game he's going to want to play anymore. That was yesterday's game. Niklas, he is lining up a roller.
Today, that's more receptive because of the wind being a little bit down. This needs to sit. This needs to be good. This needs to sit and be good. Good. Sit.
Oh, man. What a shot. Crowd doesn't even know. You know, they're just like, okay, that was cool. They have no idea that wrapped around bullseye from back there. That was top notch.
This is smoked.
Yeah, and this needs to get on its skippy giddy up.
Are you kidding me? Is there a remote control on this thing? It was done.
They will never know that thing was 1 spin less from staying out of bounds.
Kyle lining up the wide sidearm. Tons of power.
Yeah, it's a bit high. It's really good inside the circle.
Gannon trying to do the same. This is a shorter shot. He's going with a slower disc into the green, which is a monster drive.
Amazing drive.
That's a deal. That is a deal.
You can't really see this hole played any easier than that. He did take a risk with that tee shot, pushing that right side, but got away with it. Now AB trying to get away with a good break. And that is, goodness. Okay, so Anthony Barela is getting challenged and worked on the first 2 holes. He needs to make this near 40-footer to save the par. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'll calm the nerves, though. That was much needed after that absolute air ball on the first hole.
Yeah.
Have a similar putt, second hole. You know the thing about that drop zone? I went to the drop zone, and that drop zone that they made on 1 was wiggly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like stationary.
Right. Mm-hmm.
It was weird.
It's a scary putt. It's like hole 18 at Sprinkle Valley. It's a very scary putt.
Yep.
If you miss your putt with right height, you're going out of bounds. Kyle.
Oh, get in there.
And the height wasn't an issue that time. That was just hanging on the left side.
Yeah, we've played a lot of tournaments. I can't say that he's going to take a lot of confidence from that make.
Mm-hmm.
High left, very nervy. Niklas low, a little nervy.
Not really.
I think that's just what it's going to be like today.
Yeah, maybe it might be a grind.
Yeah, on this card. Today.
My prediction, though, is after yesterday's dull scoring from the field, -1 Paul Macbeth, is that these guys are going to figure out what to do and what not to do on this course. Now, obviously, it always comes down to making putts, which these guys mostly did on hole 2. Wasn't super convincing.
Hey, we take them.
On to hole 3. Uphill par 3, 360. Roller's a very popular play. We saw that from 3 of our players yesterday. Anthony Barela went with a forehand. It takes a lot of spin to get up this hill, a lot of power with the forehand, but the roller really seems to suit this hillside nicely. As you get closer to out of bounds, the disc is going to want to curl back to the hole.
Roller.
Just got to miss that one. That tree really hits a lot of discs.
Whoa.
A lot of action there.
Yeah. Wasn't sure what it was going to end up doing.
That putt is a pretty safe run, but if you get too high on it, if the nose is up on the release and you do miss the basket, you can find yourself going back down the hill.
There it is. Disappears for a little bit. Oh, there's the OB. I don't like that. I'm more of a circle player.
And curling back into the circle is Niklas with a great roller.
Disc was showing off.
And once again, Kyle sticking with the roller play. Super high wide with very understable. And this is going to be similar to kind of a mixture of Gannon's and yeah. A good place to be putting back up the hill. Don't want to miss that one low.
Very early yesterday for AB and a little less early.
Yep.
He has so much power, though. This will get up there. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
He's just got a rocket for an arm. To get there all hyzer and
on accident.
And throw it like 80%, 75%.
Make sure those knees are locked and loaded, I guess.
Yes, they are.
We'll say.
Texas has a lot of open carries, but
this could go a long, long ways right here. And not like that is what I meant. I meant like as far as what he's trying to accomplish.
Yeah, correct.
Call it 25 up the hill. 28 maybe.
Yeah, perfect start. Niklas is whittling his way into the lead a bit with Kyle's misses on 1 and 3.
I liked how he missed the last one a little low, but he's been on the pole with all of them. That's weird.
Yeah.
AB's been putting so good this tournament.
I think from the last several rounds we've seen him play, something just doesn't quite seem right about his demeanor right now. It seems a little anxious.
You double bogey the first hole. It's probably going to be the way you feel.
No doubt. And that's a frustration tap in for AB, who is 2 over in the first 3, and he has fallen down the leaders. He is now 6 off the lead from Kyle. Niklas now down 3, Gannon 4 back.
Hi, what's up guys? It's Paul. I'm here to tell you that today's video is sponsored by Vessi. Some of my favorite features that Vessi gives you is they are waterproof, not water resistant, waterproof. Big difference there, keep your foot completely dry. Of course, when you find a shoe, you want comfort. That's exactly what Vessi gives you. It's the most comfortable shoe that I've ever played in. When we're playing on the tour, we're playing a lot of rounds. We're covering a lot of ground, so you need to make sure that you have a comfortable shoe, and that's exactly what Vessi gives you. So you have comfort, they're also waterproof, but the most important part about having a great shoe on tour is the grip. These work well on concrete, turf, fairway, bad situations. Best grip that I've ever had as far as a shoe goes. I started wearing Vessi Stormburst this year. I absolutely fell in love with them. You can get them in the high top, the low top. Like I said already, that the grip is fantastic and they look pretty cool too. If you want to give Vessi a shot, you can get 15% off your first order. All you have to do is go to vessi.com/JomezPro. That's vessi.com/JomezPro for 15% off.
This is a fun shot to throw, folks. But not when there's a headwind. But fortunately, we don't have a headwind today. I think it's a minor tailwind.
Yeah, minor right to left cross.
Yeah, pretty similar to yesterday minus the intensity of the wind.
Absolutely.
Just
just a little pop shot, right? Whatever you throw the best, I feel like. I saw people throwing putters, mid-ranges, wide hyzers, low hyzers, spike hyzers.
The best play is to get it out wide, like Niklas has here, and then just hyzer right before that tree line. And that right there takes all the steam off the shot. Really important as you head into this green because it's kind of slick down here. If you hit the ground flat without catching edge, you can find yourself getting a pretty massive skip and finding OB behind the basket. This takes all the energy out once it hits the ground, as long as it doesn't hit a bad spot. Yep, see that just really nicely controls the distance for Gannon.
Yep. Gonna have to see another straddler from Gannon, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A little tree trouble.
It's a lot lower for Kyle. Needs to slow down coming into the green.
Oh, what a horrible skip.
He just got a bad break, honestly.
Yeah, a horrible
if that hits
skip.
grass, I think he had enough control on it. He just hits the road there and just rockets forward.
A perfect spot in the road. Wild. This is going to have to hit the brakes too.
Yeah, the flex play does take a little bit of steam out, but he also hits the road. And he curls back in bounds. But yeah, sketchy breaks there for AB and Kyle. Now Kyle at 40 feet to save the par. And he digs deep. Huge putt. He misses that, and Niklas and Gannon have a chance to get within 1 and 2 strokes. That was the first really confident, good-looking putt we've seen from Kyle today. And it's the best putt we've seen him make over the last 2 days. Well, minus 18. 18 was a huge putt to finish the round.
Hey, he doesn't like bogeys.
That's right. He just keeps saving them.
Mm-hmm.
Good point. Niklas for the perfect start. You bet.
Good looking stroke there as well. Good touch on that one.
The way Niklas's putt gets to the basket, it has the opportunity to go in even when it is left side. The way it likes to hyzer and drop. It's just not there right now. Oh.
Yeah, he made a good one on 2, but other than that, it's looked very sloppy. That one looked like it had a chance, and it was just low.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's the firepower I'm used to seeing right there. Them go in hot. I don't know if he's trying to slow it down this year or something, but I wouldn't suggest it. I'd fire those puppies in like that.
Whatever you did last year,
Do that.
bottle it up, take it with you to every tournament, yeah, and then let us drink it.
And then give it to us.
And then you can do commentary on us being on lead card.
Yeah. Man, wouldn't that be something?
One can dream. Kyle Klein holds on to the lead, but it gets a little tighter once again as Niklas has started off 4 for 4. Statements being sent right now. Moving on to hole 5. This is a tricky par 4, really tough 2 shots, 700 feet, but requires a tee shot of about 400 feet, and it leaves you with about a 400-foot shot.
Yeah.
So it is 2 long throws that have to be thrown really well. A good change from years prior. This is a tough decision off the tee, though.
Does it drop before the branches? Yes.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good spot. He's going to have a low ceiling, have to put it, I think, on a little anhyzer in order to get there. But they've been playing this wide hyzer to about 40. Smart play.
I think he's
on the
at
second
like
shot.
430 plus.
Yeah, he's far, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Gannon gets the skip off the road. The double skip needs the sit now. That was close. That is pushing it to the limit.
Yeah, that's as close as you ever want to see it.
And kind of like hole 2, it's as good as the drive can get, but he's risking so much by pushing it to the limit like that. And the result is going to be a much easier approach. Nice shot for Kyle. Again, long approach into the green, but very doable. Maybe doing different line, going the high anhyzer flex play and hits a tree.
Seems pretty windy, but it's always windy on this hole, it seems like.
Has to really push a lot of hyzer into this one. Gets a great skip, a great second skip, and it rolls long.
Wow, what a shot. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was great trust of the width and the line and the hyzer and all of it. Good opportunity for AB to get on the board. Good height for Kyle to get underneath the ceiling. It just doesn't quite skip up the hill. C2 look coming. And with that, a potential opportunity once again for Niklas. You put this one close, he can maybe get a stroke closer once again.
Keeps it pretty low. Oh,
well, okay, he's going to be 5 for 5.
touch of class.
Friend and caddy Rasmus on the bag today.
Watch this one more time. Sneaky little run up. Perfect follow through. Hits the upslope. Smoochy poo on Kuzma. Gannon with the best drive. Looks pretty similar.
And needs to slow down.
The boosters.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the grass, very low cut here. And if you're not hitting with a lot of hyzer or flat, oh boy, pressure applied perhaps. What started off as a 5-shot lead over Niklas is going to be down to 1 after he taps in.
Oh, wow.
And
there's that guy.
2 over Gannon Buhr. So any comfort that he might have felt after the double bogey from AB on the first hole is maybe not really feeling it anymore.
You got Gannon Buhr breathing down your neck. Final round.
Mm-hmm.
Elite Series Plus. He likes those.
AB, dig deep moment. No way.
Why is that basket leaning like that?
Doesn't look like it here, but it did there.
Yeah. Oh, stay in there.
We almost had a tie ball game. Kind of already gave that one to Kyle, but yeah, that was still... Nothing's easy when the wind's blowing. The perfect start continues.
$28, $27, $26. Sneaky little Ezra Robinson 7 through 10.
It doesn't seem very sneaky anymore. You just announced it.
Well, I was the only one that noticed, maybe.
Hole 6. Maybe you'll notice that this is a very wooded hole. It's got a lot of texture, you might say. A couple of mandatories keeping you down the left side of this left to right bending par 4. Good hole. Technical, 2 shots. For the most part, a really good shot gets rewarded, and bad shots get punished.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. That's laced.
Maybe too good.
Yeah, I need to watch out with that how good you're throwing type thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's quite nice.
Can blow through the fairways into the sticky bushes.
I do remember last year that you could have a drive too straight, too far, and then not have a good angle to the pin, and I think they've corrected that on this hole this year.
Oh.
Once again, Kyle Klein's forehand is next level, man. Really good stuff there.
Anthony with our Patreon giveaway disc.
Here you go, Zach Miller. This is what you're getting.
Oh, what a shot. Hit a tree right where Kyle's perfect shot is.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, first errant shot.
Yeah, just short of the corner. Didn't quite have the perfect angle to go for it, but he normally is pretty good at
being perfect.
Yeah,
with an angle.
Shaping something up, especially with the perfect 5 for 5 start. Gannon flexing. Gannon skipping.
Too far.
Gannon going to be backing up into some stuff, but inside the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Tricky putt coming.
Yeah, instead of a knee knocker, it's a knee locker for him back there.
Okay. AB, he's going to get his first birdie on the 6th hole. And hopefully that wakes him up. It's going to take... I don't think he can... I think he's got a birdie out at this point, the way that these guys are playing.
I agree with you.
It's just got to be something next level. I mean, it doesn't seem unrealistic, but it doesn't really... He's got to do something crazy now. Oh, boy. Okay.
Not good. That'll possibly give Kyle a little breathing room.
Possibly.
Never mind.
Maybe not.
Good putt.
Wow. Okay, he's doing it all. This time for par, but man, that par feels like a birdie.
Shaking his head, popping his towel. Shouldn't have to do that, he's thinking.
It was a careless second shot or third shot. And I think that even though he makes the putt, he is thinking about, okay, I should not have ever had to make that putt. But he does it in a really cool highlight way.
Oh.
And Gannon unable to lock it up.
Yeah.
and knock it down.
Taking his time.
Yeah, Kyle's normally pretty quick when these short ones come up, but he is definitely going through the routine right now and trying to remind himself why that's important. And welcome to the round, Anthony Barela. No smiles here, but he usually doesn't smile that much on the course, even when he's playing perfect.
Yeah, none of these guys are going to be smiling. It's all about the business.
Well, speaking of business, you're right. Ezra's not really sneaking anywhere. He is
Firmly.
making a statement right now.
Yeah. Hole 7, par 3, 305 in distance. Shape your shot around this little guy in the middle. Left to right bender with a mid-range or putter, or right to left bender with a mid-range or putter. That tree in the middle forces you to make a decision. If you get the height right and the line right, you should be paid off with some sort of putt at the birdie. But if you don't, the kicks on this hole can be pretty brutal.
Oh, bogeys happen here often. Kyle, this is way too high. Should hit the ceiling. Misfire.
Early released this one yesterday. Anthony did.
He's going
Overturned it, yeah.
and misses the line. So goes away from the Luna from yesterday, switches up to a faster disc, and finds the same air. You know who doesn't miss this hole?
Well, this guy, he missed it yesterday with that same disc.
Yeah, I don't count yesterday.
I think yesterday he tried to bend it from left to right, and today was interesting. He went straight at it.
Hyzer flip.
It's funny how the shot changes.
It's funny how you called me out for being wrong. He's 50% on it. You know who does miss this hole half the time he plays? Niklas.
Yeah.
It's just that's exactly what the shot should be.
Yeah.
Hyzer flip down the middle or just the slightest little turnover forehand mid-range. And 3 players unable to get through, and more than likely that'll mean 3 pars and a short putt left for Niklas's birdie. Kyle might have something to say about it. No, it's a pretty conservative effort.
It's such a low ceiling. You want to go,
Yeah.
but those trees behind it make it kind of tough. If you kind of curl around those trees,
Yeah, you're not.
you can get into a spot where it's really hard to reach around and make a putt.
You don't want 27 feet for par behind those trees. It's the last thing you need. Especially when this guy is out here just tying the lead. Oh, no, excuse me. He's still one back because of Kyle's birdie in the last hole.
But he gets within 1 again. Enough to make him feel very uncomfy. Excuse me, coming through, taps Kyle on the...
I'd like to get by now.
Yeah, on the shoulder. Pardon me.
Boy, that's a thing of class, isn't it?
Yes.
And Ezra, 9 through 12, heater. Hole 8, only 580 feet, but it's a tricky one. The drone is off course, folks. The drone is off course. Now he's back on course. This is where you want your forehands to land, and from there, it is a very daunting technical second shot. Low ceiling, extremely tight. A missed throw on your second can result in a double bogey. Like, you can find yourself OB left with no chance to get up and down. So it is a very serious emphasis on straight and accurate.
This looks pretty solid.
Yep. You'd ideally like the extra 5 to 10 feet.
I don't even think that. I think you would like to not be pinned up against that stupid tree.
Well, that's what the 5 to 10 feet would get you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
We're on the same page here, bud.
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
He'd like to be
missed it.
there.
Yeah.
Not my argument is he should be. People didn't like that I said that this hole should have less trees. Just a few less on this shot.
Yeah, come play here.
And a B. Oh,
Sure, we're going to get a comment now. I do play there every day.
he kind of gets a little pro backspin, unfortunately, on the mulch to stick on the tree that Niklas is at. But all these guys, their forehands are so clean. That one was unfortunate.
And if you do play here every day, I say lucky, because this course is awesome.
This course is sweet.
But that tree's not.
Yeah, this is that's taking on danger with the greatest kick you can get. Oh. Excessive time warning has been called on Gannon. Not the first time that's happened for him.
No. Actually, took a while for them to call him on it this round, which was kind of ironic.
I believe word is coming in that it was from Brian Cole, like one of the guys that comes around and makes sure that everything's going smoothly. Kyle, beautiful throw here, but man needs to pump the brakes.
There used to be OB over there. It's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone now. But that, I mean, you don't expect to be 40 long.
No, you're
on
expecting
17.
to hit something. You really are.
Niklas, awkward shape because of that tree kick and really unable to do anything comfortable with that shot. That's an unfortunate position to be in. He's like, how could I have done this? Gannon is quite fortunate to be here and not about 30 feet left.
Oh, and he gets kind of a little love. Could have hit one early there.
Anything that kicks left or right off the fairway is left with very little to nothing at all.
Oh. Sit.
Yeah, it's not the kind of round where having a constant 25-foot comeback putt for par is going to be okay for AB. It's everything he's had to work so hard for.
Thought for a second maybe, but didn't have the power.
Gannon off left, bogey coming. That temporarily derails his comeback charge. Kyle a chance to gain on everyone, and he misses left.
He's got a little extra work.
There's going to be some trees in the way.
Good putt there from Anthony.
Yeah. Solid. Center cut. Good pace. Potential momentum gainer in a way.
Center. Good putt there.
Mm-hmm. I like that. If it was any bit off of like dead center, it was a little bit high. But that's a correction to the misses that he's had over the last 2 rounds.
Yeah.
And so he's making some adjustments. The hard thing is when you're in these situations to not overcorrect.
Okay, no harm, no foul for the 2 people who are closest to each other.
Okay. Ezra, we're checking with him on hole 13. Was Ezra a 3rd card?
Yes.
Okay.
Looks early.
Oh, it says it right at the top of the screen. Okay.
Looks
My
perfect.
apologies.
Get some claps. I think he's with me. How did I get there?
All right. So the man's got 5 in a row, 7 of the last 8. Full on lava mode right now. Kyle's 1 birdie away from being the first player to 30.
Adam Hammis, 10 through 7. He's either hot or extremely hot, like or ice cold
or extinguished.
Yeah.
He just had that one rough 9 over at Sprinkle.
Right in the mix.
Totally. If he'd gone even par on that stretch, I think he might even have the lead. It was that detrimental.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe a couple under in that stretch, but still. It's what he did the day before. Just a complete turnaround in 2 days.
Hole 9, one of the hardest holes that we play on the course. Got about a 430 clear. All this is OB, and then you can see the high grass.
Now he's in bounds.
Yeah, that's where you're trying to clear, and then you have
it's a long clearance.
360, 380, and sometimes it plays a little farther. It plays like a 430 shot into the green.
It's going uphill.
Yep.
So yeah, it is quite far.
Yeah, short in distance, but the distance that it plays is very far.
It really is a good illustration. Those discs were out of bounds for 96% of its flight. If the wind was ripping off coming from the right, this tee shot would be darn near impossible for most people that aren't named Anthony. He plays off to the same side today. I think yesterday I miscalled that he'd be throwing a forehand for sure, and he threw a backhand under the basket.
Mm-hmm.
See if he goes with that same play today.
This one's high and stalling. Yeah. Very nice. All in a row right here. Kyle threw a dime yesterday, but he threw mid-range yesterday. Today he's going fairway. This looks overturned. And that really didn't have a chance out of the hand. A little too flippy. A little too low. A little too turned.
Huge opportunity right now.
Yeah, this is a big moment.
For Niklas, who...
This better be crazy. No.
Same mistake as yesterday.
Wow. That's
Same
brutal.
mistake. Just doesn't get the disc over to the right. Tailwind kind of squashes it. Doesn't give it a chance to move right the way I think he was expecting it to. And off the hook is Kyle Klein.
Yeah, and a big moment here for Gannon. He can gain 2 on both of them.
Or 3 if he just throws it in.
Ooh.
What a shot that was. Right after the bogey, looks like he's going to have a bounce back birdie, and in a huge moment, like you said, going to gain 2 strokes on the 2 guys in front of him right now.
And really... Oh, no.
This is going to be close. Oh, boy. Make us wait. Oh, man.
Great break. I don't know. It's thrown perfect, I guess.
Well,
that kind of keeps him in it. That's going to put him to 25 under.
It's got to be a blanked or scorched back 9. I don't know what you'd call it, but everything plus the eagle on 11.
Of course. But I mean,
but you're right.
That's
he's not out of it
because of these 2 mistakes by Kyle and Niklas.
Yeah, 2-stroke swing. You're looking for a lot of those. Any opportunity that you see that they're not on it, you have to be crisp. And this guy, I mean, not an easy putt, but every single time he's stepped up to a putt, it has been, I mean, just perfect, essentially. That's the Gannon.
Does that get AB to 24? I can't. I might have misspoke. Yeah, 24. I said 25.
So that puts him 4 back?
That's not too far. I mean, Niklas got
just running out of
all
holes.
All of them.
Just running out of holes.
Like 6 holes. Almost.
You'd like to be 4 back with 18. If you could make it 18 or 9.
Yeah.
Obviously. Well, once again, Kyle Klein not playing perfect, still holding on to the lead. But that's the first bogey we've seen him take in the 2 rounds out here. Meanwhile, Ezra hits early trees, and he's going to need to go perfect as well to give these guys a run for their money. Is he attacking the green with this shot?
Looks like he's trying to do something.
Oh my goodness.
Clear the OB at Lee. Oh, sit.
Oh my gosh. That's as good as it gets.
It's as good as you make them. Now he's got only a 50-footer left, though. Give me that.
Ezra, you animal. Oh
Give me
my
that.
word. Who birdies from back there? This guy is on another level right now.
First of all, you don't
He's
go
in
for that.
first place.
You don't go for that shot.
What?
And then he just does it, drains the 50-footer.
He is currently tied with Kyle Klein. Now, obviously, Kyle's got the whole back 9 ahead of him, but, you know,
If he gets the rest, he's going to post a score that's going to be, I'm guessing, pretty close.
pressure applied.
Yeah.
And he's still got a few birdies left in him. If he can continue this run, he is going to make things real unsavory for a lead card.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right.
And we see what's possible out there. Adam comes in with an 11 under. So scoring, you can go low.
Well, we've got 9 more holes to go here this year in Texas. And then we are going to be heading up to Nashville, Tennessee. But first, a champion must be crowned. And that will be determined when you guys come back for the back 9. Like and subscribe. See you in a bit.